Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas Cowboys, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. There isn't anything bigger in the state of Texas than the Dallas Cowboys. When one of them marries a celebrity, you can bet it's going to grab some headlines. Cowboys linebacker and three-time Super Bowl champion Darius Harris and his fiancée, the Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Josie Rideau, pulled off that rare feat when they married at a Dallas area mansion on Friday, June 6th. Harris played the first 5 seasons of his career for the Kansas City Chiefs from 2019 to 2023, winning 3 Super Bowls, and is headed into his second season with the Cowboys. The couple got engaged in Oklahoma, where Rideau is from, in August 2024. They're tying the knot Friday at Notting Hill Place, a 17,000-square-foot chateau-like mansion near Louisville Lake, Diamond's Yuwa Idasafo Road on June 6. On August 3, 2024, a few days after Rideau's birthday, Harris threw her a surprise party at a DC soul food restaurant. The event took a month and a half to plan and was covertly organized with her friends from Oklahoma. The wedding was held at Notting Hill Place, a chateau-like mansion near Louisville Lake, according to DMN's Sarah Hepola. From undrafted to 3-time Super Bowl champion Harris, 6'2" and 227 pounds, is a Mississippi native who played college football at Middle Tennessee and earned All-Conference USA honors as a senior in 2018. He didn't get picked in the 2019 NFL Draft but caught on with the Chiefs and played in 4 Super Bowls in his first 5 seasons, winning 3 of them. In 2022, Harris played in a career-high 17 games with career highs in starts, 4, and tackles, 43, as the Chiefs won the first of back-to-back Super Bowls. He spent part of 2023 with the Las Vegas Raiders, but returned to the Chiefs in time for the postseason and their Super Bowl 58 win over the San Francisco 49ers. Harris signed with the Cowboys in August 2024, shortly after he and Rideau got engaged, and played in 4 games last season. Rideau added to Potomac cast in 9th season. The Real Housewives reality television franchise has been on the air since 2006 with the debut of The Real Housewives of Orange County and has generated 27 different spin-off series. The Real Housewives of Potomac has been on the air since 2016. Rideau joined the series in 2024 in Season 9 as a friend of the Housewives and was introduced as a friend of main cast member Mia Thornton. Rideau was part of some notable drama in just her second episode, when longtime cast member Giselle Bryant ordered security guards to throw Rideau out of an event she was hosting. From Real Housewives fandom, Giselle met their warm salutations with calling the security to have the ladies escorted out. Mia, Stacey, and Josie are caught off guard and express vehement displeasure for being escorted out despite showing their support for Giselle. Rideau and Harris's relationships was a big subplot of Season 9 and was featured in the episode Secrets of the Love Lagoon, mainly around the topic of Harris's fidelity and whether he'd had a child with another woman during his relationship with Rideau. Harris and Rideau began dating in January 2023, according to the DMN. Harris has 2 children from other relationships, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Former NFL and current UFL cornerback Kelvin Joseph Jr., who was with the Kansas City Chiefs last spring and summer during OTAs and training camp, was arrested in Texas after calling the Plano Police Department to tell them that he was involved in a fatal crash, per the Dallas Morning News. A former Dallas Cowboys player is facing charges of driving while intoxicated after he was allegedly involved in a fatal crash on U.S. Highway 75. The Dallas Morning News' Matt Kyle and Chris Amaya reported on June 7, informing that Richardson police said a motorcyclist, 27-year-old Cody Morris of Plano, was killed in the accident just before 5 a.m. in the 2400 block of US 75. AP News later confirmed that the 25-year-old Joseph, who was driving a BMW, was arrested on charges of driving while intoxicated, a misdemeanor, and collision involving personal injury or death, a second-degree felony. NFL insider Josina Anderson initially reported that Joseph would not face a judge until Sunday, June 8. Kelvin Joseph nearly made Chiefs roster in 2024. Joseph profiled as a veteran comeback story with the Chiefs last summer, and he nearly made the 53-man roster. Heading into Kansas City's final preseason game of last August, Arrowhead Pride beat reporter Pete Sweeney even noted that Joseph was trending towards securing the final roster spot at cornerback. In the end, the Chiefs went with homegrown players like Joshua Williams and Nazeeh Johnson instead, cutting Joseph in a surprising fashion. From there, the former second-round talent bounced around a couple of NFL teams, including the Indianapolis Colts, before landing with the UFL DC Defenders in February of 2025. Joseph appeared in 26 games with the Cowboys from 2021 through 2022, following the 2021 NFL Draft. He suited up for the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks in 2023 before joining the Chiefs organization. Details of Kelvin Joseph's 2025 arrest and previous legal situation in 2022 below are the reported details of Joseph's arrest as of June 8th. Hey, if you're gonna blow smoke, blow hard. That's my gently sarcastic view of a Yahoo Sports roundtable featuring a collection of otherwise responsible NFL observers who are pushing your Dallas Cowboys to make a roster move. And in the chase for readership, which I surely do understand, Yahoo opts to think big. Yahoo is suggesting that Dallas engineer a trade for an all-pro cornerback. And it's all nonsense, of course. Not that it is illogical to look at the Cowboys' defensive roster and see a hole at cornerback. There are questions about the availability of rehabbing Trayvon Diggs, and really, outside of Darren Bland, the questions keep coming. So Yahoo's Nate Tice proposed a move that would finally land Jalen Ramsey in Dallas, completing a circle that arguably should have happened back in the 2016 NFL Draft, when the Cowboys selected Ezekiel Elliott 4th overall instead of Ramsey, who went one pick later to the Jacksonville Jaguars, as the site writes. We're not sure about a circle, but we're sure that Yahoo is ignoring what the Cowboys have told us, first source behind the scenes and then on the record from COO Stephen Jones. No, Jones said recently when asked if Dallas is chasing a trade with Miami for the 30-year-old Ramsey, who the Dolphins are trying to dump for cap purposes. I think he ages well because I think he can play corner, he could play the slot, and I think he'll transition to safety as his career goes along, Tice said. I think he's on that Charles Woodson career arc. Okay, but we're getting way ahead of ourselves here. Dallas doesn't want Ramsey at $24 million for 2025, and Dallas certainly doesn't want the entirety of his $72 million contract. So, why are we talking about a future career arc? Why are we talking about Ramsey to Dallas at all? Because folks are blowing hard. That's why.